Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Today we are going to be taking our next episode of Signalis, episode 3. Last time we managed to descend deeper into the facility. We managed to actually get the clearance code from Adler's clearance code, which allows us to access the mining elevator directly. And from there we descended. And at the very end, we obtained a flare gun. So we have a new weapon. We have a cool-looking new environment of the actual mines itself. And maybe whatever's down there is causing the strange illness that's corrupting everybody. Only time will tell. So either way, we're getting deeper and deeper and closer to wherever the gestalt is that we're looking for. So there's only so many possibilities on where they could be. Let us continue, shall we? Okay, we have game audio. All right. 4 hours, 22 minutes. That's the one. Mining station. Turn the brightness up just a little bit for monitor's sake. Flare gun. A single shot gun firing 26.5mm emergency signal flare cartridges that incinerate targets. .5mm emergency signal flare cartridges for use in a flare gun. Burn bright red for a short amount of time after a delay. LP265A. I can't pronounce that. Large pistol, while not meant for combat, can be used to set enemies on fire, incapacitating them and dealing a large amount of damage over time. .5 by 80mm flares. Hits hard enough to embed themselves in soft targets. Burn hot enough to melt replica armor and incinerate enemies. Keep a revolver. Take a couple of repair patches, I guess. Oh, I see that. Now, as mentioned in one of the notes that we found, the coagulant type K from the repair patch can be mixed with the repair spray to make a repair spray plus, which activates instantly as opposed to over time. There. MNHR, Mining Nuclear Tech High Security Replica, MINA. Alina's diary, number 3. It's worse than I thought. Everyone has disappeared. I still haven't found any trace of Elster. It's as if she had never been here. Something's wrong with the protectors, those that are still around. The guard spotted me earlier sneaking out of the medical wing, and she let out a monstrous scream as she chased after me. When I looked back, I saw her face, and now I can't forget. It looked like she'd been in some horrible accident. Deeper still. timeline moment here. I think I did forget one thing. There we go. No map data. God, that's a lot of them. The lock's defective. That shaft inside the hatch is slightly angled. It looks safe to drop down. Slide down. Yes. Critical condition. The lock is defective. The door cannot be opened. Yeah, this game is a fantastic mood piece, Kippers. I believe we did miss something, but that's just the way of things. There's a huge hole in the ground. I can hear the sound of water from below. It looks like there's no other way. Jump into the hole? Along the shore, the cloud waves break, the twin suns sink, the shadows lengthen. The night sky where black stars rise and strange moons circle through the skies, but stranger still, song of unsung as tears unshed shall dry and die.
I don't wanna let go.
Thank you, Harkonnen Melange, for following.
Welcome. It calls me. In a sea of flesh, we will become one. But I can never go back to being me. There. No map data. Offerings. And in the darkness the dead shall be offered a light and holy spices, so that they may find a way out of this cursed place. Picked up auto-injector. And millimeter ammo. Unlocks from the other side. The rule of 6. No space to carry a large wooden doll. Warnings. This place here, nothing valued is here. What was dangerous and repulsive. Message is a warning about the danger is still present. Time, as it was, is to the body, and form of the danger is disturb this place. Shunned and left uninhabited. When within is killed, a path will open here. That's a relief. So I'm going to very distinctly not, like I said, we did miss something higher up. And because we went through that door that we couldn't come back through, we missed the opportunity to see it. So I'm going to very distinctly not save over the rightmost save file, and then maybe at the end we'll look at it. Please remind me if I forget. Leave. Leave. Leave this place. Kippers is familiar with the message that appeared earlier. Don't want to forget, so... grab this now. A large hollow wooden doll that can be opened. It has a hexagonal base. It's empty inside. I've heard these nesting dolls are a popular children's toy on Rockfront. Let's just immediately stash it. Nitro Express ammo. Large caliber PTFE coated high power armor piercing 16mm Nitro Express rifle ammunition. Packs a punch. 16 by 80mm armor piercing rifle cartridges contain tungsten carbide bullets coated in polytetrafluoroethylene. Incorrect ammo type. No escape. Even in the darkest depths, the songs of the cosmos can still be heard in the aether. The sound of the stars. Pick up wedding ring. An old-fashioned microphone is hooked up to the device. Very well. Writing these down. These shapes are a little bit hard to represent with a pencil sketch, but fortunately there's no penalty for putting the wrong one if you have the shape off. That's a familiar one, though. There. Oh, that's what I meant, Lady Havoc. I was trying to sketch those symbols that were appearing on the screen, along with the button pattern below them. Unlocks from the other side. Already full up. Broken lock. There's a gaping hole in the pulsating flesh. Drop down. Okay. She won't wake up. The rifle Issa was carrying. It's chambered in some sort of ridiculous anti-armor cartridge. No wonder the recoil knocked her out. During that fight, she was already stumbling and barely able to, like, she seemed barely lucid. She was stumbling over finding the bullets on the ground during that fight and everything. And pistol bullets. New flare. Breathe thermite. And leave it with that. Nowhere is our current location. Pick up plate of balance. Picked up plate of balance. A heavy hexagonal stone plate. It feels warm to the touch. The surface appears to be made of smooth, polished black marble or granite, but there is something soft and wet inside. The doll also has a hexagonal base. It's not heavy enough. While I understand if it's the case that many of you have spent your channel points on the previous Toho stream, I will note the incentives are active for determining playstyle. Do not save right slot. Do not save right slot. Or if you just want to choose what version of Moo.
Paranoia.
So it shall be. Regent's Ring. A ring cut from black marble. The phrase, "This too shall pass," is inscribed on the inside of the ring. This too shall pass. Remember what we heard a long time ago? By which I mean 2 weeks ago? About monofilament? You have to be careful. Incredibly easily cuts through flesh. Correct. flesh. The surface appears to be made of smooth, polished black marble or granite, but there's something soft and wet inside. Can't forget about that rusted key. We have to come back for it. Might be the same material as the ring, yeah. The ring seems a little bit more green, though, but that could just be from polishing. I think that's definitely the case for the, picked up signal flare shells. For the ones that were in that cage. But this seems like way too much. It just doesn't make sense, you know? Up top again. Small wooden doll. Shotgun shells. Muffler. A small solid wooden doll. Surprisingly heavy. No, 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 no. I gotta get the hell out of here. Okay. Picked up small bottle. A small bottle filled with a clear liquid. The contents smell sharply of ammonia. Probably some sort of smelling salts, an inhalant sometimes used to help restore consciousness and mental alertness. The Dreamer. A prison for which the only escape is death. Deep below, the Dreamer floats in the sea of flesh, the red eye birthing a new world from their dream for eternity, and each time the Dreamer turns over in their sleep, the world turns over too, until only flesh remains. If I can just say one thing personally here. I extremely appreciate how this game uses a vague sense of familiarity as a motif. This place feels familiar in a way that you can't quite put. As for what you remember, maybe you don't have an exact answer, or maybe you have one exact answer, and maybe another person has a different exact answer. The sensation of vague familiarity is one that permeates through the entire game, though. A large hollow wooden doll that can be opened. It has a hexagonal base. The small doll is inside. The small doll inside rattles around when I shake it. It's too small? Are we missing a layer? Flare gun reloaded. Pear patch. Shotgun reloaded. Revolver reloaded. Toy version of a mina. Kinda looks like it. Especially with the inner doll there. the Empress's hand, written vertically from right to left. Empress. On the first day she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. On the next day, she was wed. On the last day, she took her life. A painting of a hooded woman with mottled hands covering her face. Rings. Crowned. Nothing. Wed. Death. That implies, if we take nothing as being no ring, then that implies that we're missing one ring still. I totally agree, Umbreon. Dusk. The key, damn it. I didn't return for it. God, there's spikes on the chair. Use small bottle. It's you. Elster, right? Thank you for your help. Did you find who you were looking for yet? That rifle. I don't think I want to use it again. You can have it. So exhausted. I feel sick. It's hard to breathe. The air in this place feels thick, like you could bite it. It's like there's fog inside my head. I think I need a moment to rest. Picked up rifle. A large bore double-barreled hunting rifle. Fires armor-piercing 16mm Nitro Express ammunition. The recoil feels strong enough to break your shoulder. BW5 Nitro Express. Very high damage, easily penetrates armor plating, ballistic shields, and enemies. An over-under hunting rifle. We'll see, Kippers. We've given her the best chance we can give. Pistol, rifle, a few thermites. And the key. Is it in here? I think it was in here. No, that's... Okay. Here we are. A rough, heavy, ancient-looking key covered... A rough, heavy, ancient-looking key covered in rust. The metal surface is completely covered in rust. Strange keying on the end of it there. Pinning? Not perfectly sure on the term. Right here. We didn't go into this room yet. Serpent ring. $225. Didn't know you could do that. It's an alternate technique for dealing with them. One of the notes mentions that you can cause a feedback signal on them by matching the frequency that's appearing. Somewhere on the radio is a feedback pattern sound, and if you use that, it will...
Take this love. Tality Havoc gifted 10 subscriptions to the community.
It can be used for that, indeed, but if you repeat the process... If you repeat the process 3 times, that also kills them. Thank you, Lady Havoc. Thank you. The painting is destroyed beyond recognition. The plaque on the frame says Metamorphosis. Alina's Diary 4. How long has it been that I'm down here? How did I get here? Where is this place and why am I here? My memory feels so blurry, as if I've always been here forever. Even my hair is slowly turning white. I remember my name and I remember my life, but I also remember a different name and a different life. And it feels like the line between her and me is blurring the longer I stay here. Alina. Carrying too much again. think I know where the... Okay. No healing supplies left. A smooth ring made of green jade fashioned to look like a snake biting its own tail. It resembles Ouroboros, sometimes called the Serpent of Eternity. Okay. Crowned. Longest nun. Wed. Dead. I might have these backwards. Let's see. Right. Regent's ring. Crowned. Her own life. Ouroboros. Self. Plate of knowledge. Heavy hexagonal stone plate. It feels warm to the touch. The surface appears to be made of smooth, polished black marble or granite, but there is something soft and wet inside. If I can find that room that was locked with the rusted key, I think it was just to the left of me. I think it was this door. Revolver ammo. Red wooden doll. Grenade shells. Broken lock. No, we can't do this. A hollow wooden doll that can be opened. It's empty inside. It can be easily opened to fit a smaller doll inside. Triangle pattern on the bottom of it. 3 wooden dolls stacked inside each other. The outer doll has a hexagonal base. It's painted to resemble a mina unit. I hesitate to use these, but we are out of healing otherwise, so... And there's no room for moderation anymore. You work, Kippers. Good job. Single-use injector syringe instantly restores a large amount of health usable on the move. When equipped, automatically activates on system failure. Back to full. Flashlight. Go. So many of them. Plate of sacrifice. Okay, next. A heavy hexagonal stone plate. It feels warm to the touch. The surface appears to be made of smooth polished black marble or granite, but there's something soft and wet inside. You got the Plate of Eternity a long time ago. think. That leads up to the room of sacrifice. Defective lock. Unlocks from the other side. Travel safe. Plate of balance. Used combined wooden doll. There might be there's an injector there that I can't reach. Nothing left in here. Injector placed as bait. I need to find the room that had the incense and the grenades. I did a good job of navigating this place, but you aren't truly in nowhere unless you get lost once or twice. I believe this is the Serpent Ring room that was dark. Is there anything left in here? Nope, just knife units and sniffers.
Pacifism.
So chubby. Here we are. A thin, long bamboo stick covered in a layer of aromatic paste for use in religious rituals. The glowing ember at the tip emits a fragrant smoke. The smell of incense makes me feel melancholic. .56mm grenade launcher shells, designed to be fired from a flare gun, explodes instantly on impact. 26.5 by 100mm high explosive grenade shells instantly explode on impact, killing or incapacitating almost anyone nearby. Not recommended to be used at close range. The painting is destroyed beyond recognition. The plaque on the frame says Metamorphosis. Aromatic, not aromantic. Aroma. Ah. There's a hexagonal slot on the door. Okay. Let's see here. All the way back, all the way back, all the way back. Offerings. And in the darkness the dead shall be offered a light and holy spices so that they may find a way out of this cursed place. Ancestral tablets are lined up against the wall. The names are illegible due to wear. Use incense. Plate of love. A heavy hexagonal stone plate. It feels warm to the touch. The surface appears to be made of a smooth polished black marble or granite, but there is something soft and wet inside. Feel it. Rule of 6. Love. Eternity. Knowledge. Flesh. Sacrifice. Balance. Eternity. Knowledge. Flesh. Love. Balance. Sacrifice. It's impossible to move on. I've been here so many times, but I have never returned. The commander never spoke about what she saw out there. I'm sure whatever it was what made her fall sick. Something about her changed when she returned. She was no longer our beloved leader, Falk. What waits beyond the threshold? It doesn't matter. Beyond the gate, emptiness. you? Come closer. I've been waiting. Alina Sio. For you. Elster. For us. Arya and Yalm. Be not afraid. Remember our promise. Wake up. Wake up. A game by Rose Engine. Rose Engine R. Barbara Whitman, Yuri Stern. Animation by Barbara Whitman. Programming by Yuri Stern. Administration Barbara Whitman. Art direction Yuri Stern. Story by Barbara Whitman and Yuri Stern. Written and directed by Yuri Stern. Music by 1000 Eyes, Cicada Sirens. Sound design, Yuri Stern, Gideon Wolf. Additional sound design, Tom Schley. Published by Humble Games. I didn't quite read it fast enough, sorry. End. Games are made by people. A bit of a shorter stream this time, but like I mentioned, I'm going to go and fire up the save file. Wake up. Did I click the wrong button? Taco GS, I missed a small thing. I ended up walking through a one-way door early. And so I've been keeping a save file in my pocket so I can go back to it. That's all. Cargo hold unpressurized. Do not enter during flight. Operation Penrose. Pride of the Uzian Nation. Space vessel type Penrose. People's Navy. Doodle. Colibri. The stern observation window. Nothing to see but stars. Scheduled maintenance checklist. Inspect LST replica calibration and storage unit. Maintenance. Inspect mainframe access terminal. Mess hall. Inspect flight controls. Flight deck. Inspect coolant injection pipes. Reactor. Inspect emergency cryogenic hibernation unit. Cryogenics. Report to Gestalt Scout Officer. The emergency cryogenic hibernation unit. In case of a medical emergency that cannot be treated on board, Gestalt crew members can be put in hibernation here. All systems nominal. I hope we never need to use this. Check. All systems nominal. The reactor's coolant injection system. No leaks detected. Penrose briefing phase 2. Start of decrypted transmission. By our calculations, 1,500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade. By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new life on board your ship. As you approach the Oort cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you will scout for valuable resources, habitable worlds, or signs of alien life. Remember to rely on your replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. End of decrypted transmission. Penrose Emergency Procedures, Appendix H. Based on data from previous long-range survey missions, salvaging the replica technician for sustenance is not recommended, even in extreme circumstances. Replica biocomponents can cause various health problems when ingested. It may look and taste like ordinary flesh, but bioengineered tissue may cause more harm than good when eaten in an emergency situation. Oxidant may look like blood, but it is indigestible to Gestalts. It should also be considered that Pioneer replicas statistically have an 860% greater survivability than Gestalt Pioneer officers. For the sake of a successful mission, keeping the replica operational rather than prolonging your own suffering may be preferable. Chronometer adjustment. Technical Service Record Scout Officer Yang Ariane. Officer's note. I've adjusted the ship's internal clock to run slightly slower. By my calculations, each cycle should be exactly 12.6% longer, simulating what I believe is the length of a day on Vineta. I wonder if Elster will notice the difference. Judging from her accent, I'm sure that she's Venetan. She pronounces ship like Issa and Eri used to. It's very cute. Hearing her speak makes me dream of the ocean. I wonder if I'll ever get to visit something like it. Maybe on a distant world? There's a sealed envelope among the documents. It says classified replica information for Gestalt officer eyes only. It's unopened. I'm not allowed to open this envelope. It probably contains some classified information about me. Open it anyway? Yes. Replica known issues, Penrose program. Classified information, Gestalt officer eyes only. Previous experience with this replica model has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural pattern used for this unit. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Elster. Elster units were chosen for the Penrose program for their adaptability and reliability under long-term isolation conditions. Stoic and reserved, Elster units have a relatively stable neural pattern. It is best for you to leave it alone and interact with the Elster unit as little as possible. Elster's neural pattern was a soldier of Venetan origin, so their needs are basic. Avoid talking to the Elster unit about the war. Penrose vessels are fitted with a specialized calibration pod which may help with persona stabilization. To avoid resurfacing of Gestalt memories, do not show or give the Elster unit photographs, especially of soldiers during the war. Do not show the Elster unit movies or let it listen to music. Do not try to befriend the Elster unit. It is a small houseplant. Penrose 512, Scout Vehicle Status Monitor. Status in transit. Location on course. Crew status A. Yong. Gestalt pilot. Active. Personnel. Elster 512, Replica Unit. Active. Mess hall. Note, remember to obey regulations at all times. Ariane's notes. Running out of ochre paint. Elster laughed when I told her. I have to mix it myself. So annoying. I still haven't read a whole bunch of these manuals. I feel like they gave me enough to read for the rest of my life. Most of them are boring technical manuals anyway. They could have given us more films to watch instead. Half of them are war films, which Elster doesn't like, and the other half are kitschy propaganda dramas. The painting Ariane has been working on recently. A serene coastline. It's locked. Requires a key. The landing and docking assistance monitor. The port controls panel. Everything is in order. The ship's control panel. All systems nominal. Starboard control panel. All system green. Space. The ship's control panel. I don't need to use it right now. Wake up. Emergency. Beacon. Penrose. 5, 1, 2. All that remains is to report to the Gestalt Scout Officer. Another decodable images as well. Elster! You're up. I missed you. I missed you too. Ah, it's our 3000th cycle anniversary. We'll be getting the updated mission parameters later, so I thought it'd be nice to celebrate. Wait, let me put on some music. Do you remember our promise? Lost another tooth. There was so much blood. My hands are shaking. Why is my hair falling out? I can't sleep. I just want to sleep. Please just let me sleep. I made a promise. I'll do anything. Compartmentalizing trauma. There's a huge mass of flesh in the cryopod. I've taken what I needed. Please just make it stop. Please. I can't stop now. Keep going. Those who sing the same song have heard it in their dreams, a dark tone at the edge of hearing, a silent voice whispering to my heart. Come join us, together we will be eternal. There is no escape, we will be one. But I fear the dark sea that will swallow me. Something old, far older than humanity, sleeps deep below the ground. Those of us who can hear its call in the night, an invitation, an ocean of memories where I ends and we begins. Great holes secretly are digged where earth's pores ought to suffice, and things have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. We should have never left the primordial soup. Only through death can I escape the call of the one who rules above all life. Chapter 3. Something has changed. Many different slow scan television signals. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. You've been selected or have elected to be relocated by Aeon to S23 Sierpinski. At our prestigious vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues? Been consumed by flesh. The lock's defective. The door cannot be opened. Service request form F29. Data filing service request form. Full protector ID of unit filing request. Status staff. Department. Full protector ID of unit processing request. Service object Monda Tocher high security wall safe numeric keypad. Location of object classroom 4B. Description. Memorandum, wall safe codes. It has come to my attention for the protector wall safes. Any are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm Adler. Together. Together to victory over the Empire. You've been here before. Grenade shells. Default code for the wall safe was 204512. Classroom key. Picked up classroom key. A magnetic key card for classroom 4C. Opens the classroom 4C doorway in the aula on level 1. Maybe mispronounced. Unfamiliar with that word. I don't have my flashlight. Use the classroom key. There's a hole in the ground. It looks like I can drop down safely. Drop down the hole. You've changed. It's like everything was taken apart and put back together by someone who doesn't understand how it works. I have become whole again. I wear no mask. And I hate everything. Perhaps this is hell. The space intentionally left blank. And now, rot front. Rot front. Sector C. Worker. Necker. It looks like the Dow ring is missing. Paternoster lift is out of order. Pick up 8mm ammo, 15. Pick up submachine gun. Small caliber 8mm low recoil handgun ammunition. 8x22mm cartridges optimized for automatic fire. Submachine gun. An automatic submachine gun with a collapsible stock fires 3-round bursts of 8mm compact ammo from a 30-round magazine. Type 84 Drahe. Despite the smaller caliber, burst fire allows improved damage, especially when quick target acquisition is required. Trash. I'm sorry. Embarrassingly monolingual slime. Okay. That, I believe, is a good stopping point. However, we do have one more thing on the docket that we need to do. Back to the excavation mining station. I did end up missing something around here. If the save file is already too late for it, then so be it. But I don't believe it is. I believe it is down the elevator, and then instead of heading north, it heads south. Here we are. Monofilament fiber. Diameter less than 2 nanometers, average. Handle with care. Risk of death. Monofiber will effortlessly cut through limbs and equipment in an instant. Always wear protective clothing. Do not touch monofiber without proper protective gear. Only handle in brightly lit places. Star. Hey, don't cry. It'll be over soon. Yule. Remember that time we went to the surface? The stars were so beautiful. I wish we could go there again. Hey, listen. I'll let you in on a secret. I can remember my name from my old life. Isn't that funny? Don't you want to know it? Here, I'll tell you. It'll be our secret together. So you can stop crying, okay? It'll be okay. Wherever it is I'm going, I'll wait for you there. That concludes today's session. As per usual, we are going to look for a channel to raid over to. Yes, that made things significantly worse. Thank you, as always, everyone, for stopping by. Dr. Nairi A. Bakalian is playing Once Upon a Katamari. A very different tone, but perhaps maybe nice for lifting your spirits. Thanks, everyone, as always, for tuning in and bearing with me as I go through my extreme diligence in making sure that every single piece of text that appears on screen is read verbally out loud, including reading the duplicated messages for every single plate of eternity and everything. But I don't know. That's just how I want to stream these games, you know? I am very diligent. Till next time, friends.